Oh, it's because I like reset up all my things in my place, and now like just like everything, it is just always fucked. Um. Okay, dude. Okay. Okay, dude. This guy's talking about fucking aliens again, bro. Okay, dude. All right, watch this for a second. I'm gonna plug this into some.
Another episode of Aliens in My Brain, ladies and gentlemen. I know that I've been talking a fair bit about the alien stuff ever since like the Grush report came out. Well, not the report, but rather the entire bombshell, if you will. I know that I talked about Las Vegas, but today it seems like we're getting closer to the veil being taken off. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, a U.S. senator is pushing to declassify UFO documentation. Senators to offer amendment to require government to make UFO records public. Now, ladies and gentlemen, for the longest time, the United States government has been hiding the truth from the sheeple. The Russians, the Chinese, the North Koreans, the Pakistan, all the governments in the world came together to hide Alamau evidence. At least that's what, I guess would be passed around to the water cooler at the nearest conspiracy con. But to understand it, take a more pragmatic approach.
Did I miss anything? It's only 60 seconds in, so I'm assuming not.
I believe
any hot takes? Are aliens real?
How many times they've come to our planet to anally probe us? I'm not entirely certain.
See that? I'm here for the butt stuff.
See like a heat map of Alamau interference. You can see that according to this map, Argus.com, which actually shows you UFO sightings in the United States. So I'm being a little bit disingenuous. I'm going to go scroll back out to our side of the pond.
Oh man!
And as you can see, you've got a whole
St. Louis be popping off, huh?
New York. You got some in Washington, and then of course you've got some in Los Angeles, Phoenix, and of course in our favorite part of the world, Las Vegas, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, in our favorite city, you've got a whole lot of action going on.
I'm telling you right now, you see this little hotspot right here? Okay, this little hotspot right here. So I lived in a county called Nevada County, right? And it looks like a little Derringer. It's right here at the corner of California, right? It's literally at where like the 45-degree angle meets, right? Nevada County right here. The end of Nevada County and between Nevada and Yuba County, like right in here, is Marysville Air Base, like near the border, right? Of Nevada. And that's why you see all these fucking UFO sightings here, is because the air base is around. And people get freaked out by the air base. And this is coming from a motherfucker. I want to believe aliens are so fucking real. I want to believe aliens are real like a motherfucker, but they were that's where they tested the B-2, right? The stealth bomber. And they tested a bunch of other wacky shit.
New York, you got some in Washington, and then of course you've got some in Los Angeles.
I think like one of the first 5 VTOL launches ever was
Las Vegas, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, if you ever wanted to look aside at what's going on,
was that Marysville Air Force Base? But I can't remember. They've done a lot of wacky shit over there.
Reports that one can sit down and look through, all the way from 1999 to 2023. This data.
Yeah, no, people lose their fucking minds, bro.
Between 1910
and like just as like another, so in between like California and Reno, right before you even hit Sparks, it's on the loneliest highway. Another like creepy spot that always like has people like talking about it is there's old abandoned like army bunkers out in the middle of the desert there, in like after you cross into the Nevada border and you're headed to Reno on like 185 or whatever it is. It's just like a bunch of like unauthorized like military land, right? With a bunch of empty ass bunkers, and it's spooky as fuck. It goes on forever. We used to like run out there and just like go look around and like walk between the bunkers and be all like fucking think we're badass or whatever. I still want to go in one of those bunkers. I know there's nothing in them, right?
in 2014.
They say there's nothing in them, and I'm
Clearly,
sure
this is
that
a
there's nothing in
historical
them.
record of all the Alamaus that have allegedly visited us.
So much where.
Now, one of the reasons
Why
that
is
I
there
wanted
so
to
much
look
where I
into it
live?
was
Oh
a lot-
wait. Oh yeah, because you're in New York. Man, New Yorkers just be seeing a fucking helicopter, I bet, and they're just like, yeah.
Tons of UAP reports, tons of Alamau reports that one can sit down and look through. All the way from 1999
Are you like upstate, or where are you
2023.
on the East
This
Coast?
data set contains over 80,000 records of sightings between 1910, and
Oh, Rhode
2014.
Island.
So clearly, this is a
Oh,
historical
oh man,
record
Rhode
of all
Island's
the
covered in
Alamaus
military
that have
bases,
allegedly
though.
visited us.
The only reason I
Now,
know
one of the
that is
reasons
because
that I
my
wanted to look
brother
into
was
it a
staged
law
at
basically being passed around.
one of
Not
the.
passed,
I
but a
forget
bill
what that
is
Navy
introduced,
base is
which
called.
bills become laws. All right, we've all seen the cartoon.
I just went to that side.
The
That's
Senate
crazy.
in the coming days expected to consider a bipartisan measure, meaning that both sides of the aisles come together. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, a Democrat, has teamed up with Senator Mike Rounds, a Republican. Sounds like a buddy cop movie. What happens when you take a Democrat and a goofy Republican and tell them to unmask UFO records? I'm having way too much fun with this, if you can't tell, dude, okay? I like to believe anytime I cover aliens.
I like to believe too.
Wild.
I've seen some.
Okay, let me tell you. So in this entire thing, they've given a
I just counted 18. Oh, did he have some like weird data? Oh, or in your area or where I was talking about? I guess I should have picked that part out. Hold on, I might die in a sec. Oh, in Rhode Island. Ah. That's crazy though. The only thing that there's one like in my city too. That's crazy. The only thing that gets me about it is I think people really underestimate like the kind of stuff a species would be able to do if it could get here from somewhere else and like efficiently. You know what I mean? I think there's maybe only like five things that I've ever seen about UFOs that I've ever been like freaked out or thought were like legitimate and real. This thing, this was one of the first things to like really freak me out. Because I had seen some crazy shit in real life.
It's the story of the U.S. government's grudging acknowledgement of unidentified aerial phenomena, UAP, more commonly known as UFOs. After decades of
And even when I saw that shit with my own eyes, I'm like, yeah, that's probably some Beale Air Force shit.
And the U.S. Senate
It still wasn't
what
like
it is.
crazy enough
The
for me to be
Intelligence
like,
Committee has
that's
ordered the
from not
Director
from
of
this
National
earth.
Intelligence and the Secretary of Defense to deliver
4
a
minutes from my
report
house?
on mysterious
Jesus.
sightings by next month.
I'm very skeptical, but I
The
do
story will
like
continue in a moment.
want it to be a thing.
So what you're telling me is that UFOs, unidentified flying objects, are real.
Bill, I think we're beyond that already. The government has already stated for the record that they're
For oh, this is the 60 minutes. I don't know why I'm watching this. Just want the video. She's crazy. That was such a bad opening question to you though. It's just like, brother, yeah, we know there's weird shit. We just like, what is it? Ask that question. The fuck is it? Cause what the fuck is this? This one right here.
There's a whole fleet of them. Look on the ASA. My gosh.
And he was saying that like their radar reading or whatever the fuck was like picking up multiple of these things, like, you know, like who knows fucking where. That's the only thing is like,
We're all going against the wind. The wind's 100.
and especially like I take a lot of stuff that comes from the military with a lot of credence too, just because my brother like always said that there was like weird shit happening, but like my brother was very skeptical. He was like he didn't know what it was, like he just always thought it was like some random shit, like because especially the way that like different like military exercises like interact with each other around the world, you know what I mean? There's always like an excuse for like shit,
Thing, dude.
you know. But this shit is weird. This one right here is like super weird.
That's not our LNS though, is it? It's not. That is the LNS, dude. Well, if there's like look at that thing. It's rotating.
Like the lock takes so long, it's gotta like reposition and lock. I like watched the whole breakdown. I was like pretty fucking nuts about this for a second. Cause it's like the speed that you have to be going for this not to be able to like pan and then pinch something the first time is like crazy. It has to be going at like a nutty velocity towards this plane. Like think he has to be going like fucking Mach 3 and like the plane coming at him has to be going like Mach 5, you know? At like a crazy velocity. It's crazy. And he was like excited that he hit it.
Roger. There's troubleshooting.
That's insane, yeah. That's what I'm saying is like again, and I'm not the dude who's gonna say this is an alien. You know what I mean? I'm just not ever gonna be that guy. But it's really fucking weird, right? It pushed all of the best technology that we have in radar and optics, right? To like the very limit, right? Spaz them the fuck out. Right? And then is like moving, you gotta realize it's moving against the ocean like that too. It's just going so fucking fast. There was another crazy one. It would help if I fucking spelled pilot right. It was like more recent, wasn't it? It was this, but I want like just the thing. I just want the thing. No, no. See, the other thing I hate about it is like people aren't skeptical enough, and like so much that like the History Channel makes UFO shit. Navy? Oh shit. Was it an maybe I take out Navy. I just hate all the fucking worked up shit, dude. I hate this stuff. These guys are freaks. Anything these dudes try to fucking sell. Well, I mean, I think 60 Minutes did good coverage, but they're just regular journalism, right? Any of these dudes who are like trying to tell you some shit is like, maybe. So,
data collection.
by the way, this is a like NASA international NASA meeting. So this is like held by NASA, but it's like all the branches of.
A spherical orb, metallic, in the Middle East, 2022, by an MQ-9.
I think this is the thing. I saw it like a different thing though. It's right here. That freaky. This is the shit that I watch. Okay, is if like world governments start talking about this shit and like have to like miss world meetings and have an MQ9 to discuss this fucking thing that they found in the Middle East. Yeah, that's some crazy shit.
I showed at the hearing recently.
What the fuck is that?
This is an example of one that I.
Oh wait, I'm like I'm sorry, I was reacting, but like, what the fuck is that? What is it? You know, you'd be like, oh, it's just a cannonball if it fucking like hit the ground somewhere, but it doesn't fucking hit, doesn't hit the ground anywhere, man. How does it do that?
I showed at the hearing recently. This is a spherical orb, metallic.
Again, there's a motherfucking satellite or something, and it's like, I can't catch this thing.
Middle East, 2022, by an MQ-9.
Where the fuck is it?
I will come back to the sensor question that David raised.
Oh, MQ-9 is the satellite. Oh shit.
This is
I thought that was like a.
of the thing that we see most of. These all over the world.
I thought that was like an N7 meeting.
And making very interesting apparent maneuvers. This one in particular, however, I would point out, demonstrated no enigmatic technical capabilities and was no threat to airborne safety. While we are still looking at it, I don't have any more data other than that. This is a newly released video. You'll notice there are two dots moving back and forth. There is a plane at the bottom that's moving across the screen, and now there are three dots moving back and forth. The moving back and forth.
Okay. This is only weird because to me it looks like Starlink satellites.
Is from the sensor and the platform that's collecting it. This is a P3 on a training mission in the western United States. They picked these up and they tried to intercept and was unable to intercept them. The reason they couldn't catch them is because after further analysis, it was shown that those objects were actually much farther away from the P3 than they thought. And in fact, when we went even deeper, looked at air traffic control data, we were able to match those to aircraft on a major flight corridor heading into a major.
I saw like a whole other different thing about this.
This is the kind of thing that can spoof and or provide misperception of both very highly trained pilots as well as sensors.
Anomalous characteristics. What numbers are we talking about? How big is your data?
At the time of my open hearing, we were at 650 cases-ish. We are now over 800. Analytics when we report out. But the numbers I would say that
800.
we see are possibly real.
But interesting, yeah, I'm just like always just like
are less than single-digit percentages of those.
they're just so serious about it. I don't know, it's fucking scary. Anyways, the original video we were watching.
To Congress about the Unidentified Anomalous Phenomena Disclosure, okay? The title may be cited as the Unidentified Anomalous Phenomena Disclosure Act of 2023 or the UAP Disclosure Act of 2023. UFOs are sort of the outdated
So they're gonna
term.
let us
UAPs are the coverall term.
know
And then you've
about
also
this
got
shit.
USG, which is unidentified submerged craft or vehicles. I think it's USP, unidentified submerged phenomena. So again, that's your new updated terms. Okay, add that to your
UAP,
Rolodex,
USP.
all right? Now,
Amazing.
of course, what they want is Congress finds and declares
That'll be
all
on the
federal
quiz,
government
everybody.
records related to UAPs should be preserved and centralized for historical and federal government purposes. all federal government records concerning UAPs should carry a presumption of immediate disclosure, and all records should be eventually disclosed to enable the public to
OBRB.
become
All right,
fully informed
dude.
of the
We'll see you in a
history
sec.
of the federal government's knowledge and involvement surrounding UAPs. So again, this is a pretty massive bill, and I know from time to time the asshole has been tickled for a lot of ufologists where they just want to get their goddamn evidence, okay? And generally, these kind of disclosure acts happen from time to time, but what's really important is the wording. See, I ended up control effing non-human, and I found 22 records, so to speak. So actually, let's read through this one. So in Amendment 5 here, the term controlling authority means any federal, state, or local government department, office, agency, committee, commission, commercial company, academic institution, private sector entity, in physical possession of technologies of unknown origin or biological evidence of non-human intelligence. Dead bodies, a Lamau smart dead bodies, dude, the Greys. Now, of course, you go down even further.
It's
got the
weird.
legacy
This is
program,
weird
which means
wording.
all federal, state, and local government, commercial.
Doesn't this feel like weird? Doesn't this feel like I don't
industry,
know.
so on and
I
so
don't
forth,
know. It just feels
to
weird.
examine biological evidence of living or deceased non-human intelligence that predates the date of this enactment of this act. So basically, if we ever had dead bodies in Roswell, they want to declassify it right here, okay? If we have a dead alien pilot, I want to know, all right? I want to find that dead alien, okay? Now, of course, they even define non-human intelligence. The term non-human intelligence means any sentient, intelligent, non-human life form, regardless of nature or ultimate origins, that could also include, that may be presumed responsible for UAP phenomena, or of which the federal government has become aware. So literally the sectoids from XCOM, okay? Yeah, you got aliens coming at us, man. We're covering everything. Project attribution. The term project attribution means having a human origin, so either foreign or domestic, and operating according to current, proven, and generally understood scientific and engineering principles and established laws of natures, and not attributable to non-human intelligence, okay? So I guess UAPs that are human designed, I would say, but that aren't obviously of alien origin, right? Like no alien-like designed spacecraft. So what's actually news for anybody scared of the government taking away your shit? Exercise of eminent domain. Government can, for those of you who don't know eminent domain, if the government wants your land, they're going to take your land, okay? Nothing you can do about it. The federal government shall exercise eminent domain over any and all recovered technologies of unknown origin and biological evidence of human intelligence, non-human intelligence that may be controlled by private persons. So that Las Vegas family, if they actually had like 10-foot aliens going to their house, that whole goddamn neighborhood's getting yoinked by the feds, okay? You're all getting like MIB neuralized. You catch what I'm saying? It's a bad day. And of course, that's just generally looking over the bill. There's 64 pages. If you ever want to look over it, you absolutely can yourself. Because there's even more descriptions as to what's going on in terms of what exactly these people want to do.
It's just so weird.
For instance, Mick West, who we're going to get into later, this is actually a debunker.
I wonder if
He
you
actually
do
points out
find
a
some
point
weird
in this
shit. What
entire,
happens? You probably just go into
where
like
they
a
talk
crazy
about
witness
UAP
protection.
phenomena. So basically, the term UAP means any object operating or judged capable of operating in outer space, the atmosphere, ocean surfaces, or undersea lacking Projiac attribution. So this could include instantaneous acceleration, absent apparent inertia, hypersonic velocity, transmedium, such as space to ground and air to undersea travel. You know, you get into Agartha? Not on my watch. Positive lift, contrary to known aerodynamic principles, and a multispectral signature control. So they're trying to cover everything, okay? They're looking at all the conspiracies, and they're covering it all in this list, okay? God damn. Now, to understand, this will only actually cover up to 25 years after this passes. So don't think that we're probably going to get anything out of Roswell or like the 70s or 80s. I believe everything this covers up, all the UFO documentation, up to like just 1999 is going to get unsealed. Anything beyond that will remain classified, which may have been done intentionally. Obviously, if there's some secret shit back in the day, the government ain't going to want you to see it. Now, Mick West, for those of you who are wondering, is a guy that's
Yeah.
a writer, investigator,
I
coder,
don't know.
figuring out basically a UFO debunker, okay? For those of you who don't know who Mick West is, he's a guy that, again, debunks UFOs, but he's also made some indie games like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. You might have heard of a company known as
That's
Neversoft.
crazy. What?
This guy's a gaming legend, okay?
What the
I
fuck?
have extra respect there, alongside just being a debunker. But again, I like to look at everything with a positive spin to it. His website, metabunk.org, literally has like multiple different like debunking. So he's debunking David Grush. He's debunking a bunch of videos that constantly show up on your mom's Facebook page, so on and so forth. Multiple episodes. If you ever want to sit down into like the world of debunking aircraft and alien bases, this is the guy. Every time, like, I kind of knew about him from the time when I was doing deep web regularly. There was a period where I looked at, like, underground alien bases, and obviously I didn't believe that. But I ended up finding a guy that basically talks a lot about any form of actual UFO evidence you'll see peddled around on Twitter, Facebook, basically unchecked. This guy tries to clear up as much of the misinformation as possible. And one of the questions he has to ask is actually one that I would ask too. So for instance, he says in the actual amendment, it seeks to set up a process for documenting UAPs based on 6 observables. Yet no clear evidence has ever been shown that such a thing exists. Which he's basically saying that when you're looking at these 6 observables that we've seen, nothing aside from hearsay and like, hey, here's my source, that guy at the bar told me a week ago, there's no actual evidence to really work off of. So his idea is what's going to get released. And in honestly the defense of the ufologists, if this amendment gets passed, Mick is relatively going to be safe if nothing really comes out of this of value. However, if some actual evidence does come out, then it would absolutely make some of these people who've been living with this UFO in their head for 25 plus years, as long as I have, actual, a goddamn W, a long needed W for those individuals, okay? I think Charlie was saying like his dad's a believer, like a full-on believer. I don't know if he believes to the levels of like anal probing, but he would get the massive W, okay? So I'm kind of hoping for Charles White Sr. at this moment. Come on now. Now, speaking of some of the misinfo, I wanted to obviously end this video off with a little bit of goofs and gaffs. There was one bombshell that dropped yesterday. The author was contacted by an anonymous source who says Biden has been read in recently and shown.
What the fuck?
They give you a hashtag called UFO Twitter, which, whew, trust me, you gotta check this one out. And this is where we're gonna do what I like to call knowing your fact checking, like knowing how to check your facts, your sources. So I open up the actual,
He said fact fucking.
Facts, okay? So this is a news site, okay? News site
Fact checking
here.
is now
Editor-chief.
fact checking is now colloquially known as fact fucking.
No name, no nothing. But of course, 2 days ago, my world changed. It all happened on Twitter. I've been researching the UFO and more recently UAP disclosure and event history for 30 years. Okay, all right. Let's actually go down to where Biden being briefed on technology, viewing a full-size UAP called.
Welcome back, my dude.
Main vehicle that he is
Start
able to
watching
go
this shit.
into the ocean and through our atmosphere at speeds humans can't handle. Biden sees March 26, 2022. Season is briefed about a
I just
that
don't
was recovered by
specifically
Victoria.
care about this
He is
article.
shown this technology and told that China has made significant strides. Okay, let's stop right here. They said you will see a video. Where's the video? Where? I don't see the video. All right, you live in a world of AI. Make up the fucking video. Let's go. Ooh, look at that. It's a UFO shot show. Oh my god, they couldn't fake that. Now, people have said this is recorded so far back that CGI didn't exist. But I'm just saying right now, that doesn't even really have to be CGI. You do realize this could be like a model.
Can you not find that shit anymore? Hold on. Oh wait, I'm dumb. So much dog shit. This was from like forever ago, dude. Do you think just like everything in YouTube is just like on top of this shit? It's not worth Too far down the rabbit hole. Don't care anymore. Oh God, it's just gonna be nothing but fucking. It's just gonna be nothing but UFO podcasts, bro. It's just gonna be nothing but UFO podcasts now. And they're like, we got him. We got him. He's crazy now. Serve him the fucking sauce. Algorithm works that motherfucking fast, dude. I'm gonna purge this shit right now.